History of classification. We tend to classify all the organisms so that we can study them better. Classification helps us bring some order into this disorder. Indians have been using classification to understand medicines since the 1st and 2nd century AD. India's famous scholars of Ayurveda, Charaka and Sushruta, used to classify plants on their medical importance. A gentleman named Parasara even wrote a book called Vriksha Ayurveda, or The Science of Life of Trees, on such classification. In the world, Aristotle first did it 2500 years ago when he classified all organisms into, well, the obvious ones, plants and animals. Later, in 1758, this gentleman, Carolus Linnaeus, gave a classification which has been famous for centuries. He gave each organism two names, which represented the genus and species. For example, he called us humans as Homo sapiens, which is still used today. Homo represents the genus, while sapiens represents the species. On top of all this, we divide species into genera, genera into families, families into orders, orders into classes, classes into phylum, and finally, phylum into two kingdoms. These two kingdoms were nothing but Vegetabilia and Animalia, which are similar to what Aristotle had done. But there were problems with this as well. He considered even protozoa, bacteria, fungi, etc. as plants, which we today know are completely different. That is why another gentleman, Thomas Whitaker, in 1969 proposed a 5-kingdom system: Monera or bacteria, protozoa, fungi, and finally plants and animals. Monera or bacteria represented all the prokaryotic organisms, while all others represented the eukaryotic organisms. Protista are the eukaryotic unicellulars, and plants, animals, and fungi represent the multicellulars. Again, plants are autotrophs, while animals and fungi are heterotrophs. But again, fungi are different kinds of heterotrophs, as they generally break down large organic molecules in the environment and live on them. Thus, this was definitely an upgrade over what Linnaeus had proposed. But even this classification is not enough. Unicellular organisms are being discovered which appear to be prokaryotic but are extremely different from simple bacteria. They can survive in extreme boiling temperatures like thermophiles, and some like halophiles can tolerate really high salt concentrations. Thus, better classifications have been formed to accommodate these as well. So friends, in this video, we discussed about the history of classification. Till next time, happy learning!